Good evening, welcome to Today interview. I'm sure you're having a great Saturday evening. Today I have invited Dr. Tsengel Davaasambuu. She's a founder of Culture Distributor and head of marketing at Tengis Cinema. She's been studying and working in the film industry for the last decade. Good evening, ma'am.
Hello.
Thank you for receiving our invitation. Let's start talking about Mongolian film industry and its brief history since you've been working in the industry for last decade.
Thank you very much for inviting me here. I'm very glad to be talking about the Mongolian film industry. Mongolian film industry has been developed since 1936. In the long run, it's not developed well in the middle session because our system has been changed a lot. Our political and social structure was so different at the time. But since 2000, it has been developed rapidly.
So since 2000 there has been a boom, you mean? How about from 1936 to 1990s? Was there any development or improvement? I'm sure there was.
I'm pretty sure Mongolian film had a very big ambition for the industry. At that time, state was as a producer. It was like really centered film. Government paid a lot of attention to the film industry because it was a propaganda and there was a lot of help from the Soviet Union. But since then, it was a rapid development, has been slowly reduced because of the social change.
So we had a gap between 1990 to 2000s, almost 10 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Film industry didn't do anything.
I wouldn't say there was nothing like officially. There was a seldom artists or filmmakers were making film, but it was a very slow period.
So there's no activity from the government at this very moment?
I would say yes.
In the film industry.
Yes.
Do you think, I'm asking your personal opinion, do you think government should have anything to do with the film industry in any way?
Comparing to the rest of the world, like every nation has to protect their intellectual rights. Also, there's a cultural heritage duties. So most of the countries have a film law, but it's not prohibited. It's a supporting law. We should have one. Also,
do we have one?
No, we don't, unfortunately.
Anybody working on it?
I'm hoping so because since last 3 years I have been invited into making a project on film on law. You know, there's a lot of change on the political side too. So since everybody changes the government bodies, so they have different ambitions. So maybe they think the film industry is not important, but film industry actually can represent that country's culture very nicely. And I would say it's a marketing department of the state.
Right, in a way.
Yeah,
that
in
is
a way.
Very true. Yes. So let's talk about the structure of the film industry. How does it go? What's the operation in there? From the management perspective, I'm asking, not the filmmaker's perspective.
Thank you. It's a very important question. Everybody sees the film, they just push the play button and sees the film. That's not it. Actually, there are 3 players in the film industry.
3 players.
Yeah.
Right.
One is producer, the one who makes actual film on the set, and the filmmaker.
Filmmaker.
They called as the producers.
Right.
And there's a between person, distributor.
Distributor, right.
And then a third body is exhibitor.
Exhibitor.
Now, if I explain in a very easy to understand, someone makes a film in one location, and it's shown in only Hollywood or maybe only in Mongolia. And distributor have to come to that place and take that film and distribute it all over the world, maybe European side, Asian side, and it's a territory like a geopolitical business. And then exhibitors. Exhibitors includes theater, cinemas, and IPTVs, OTTs, all kind of platforms that content can go through.
Right. Can you tell us about the Culture Distributor LLC. What do you guys do, and what's the aim and purpose? What's the operation?
Last few years, we would like to show ourselves to the world, but there must be an official way.
Official way, yes.
Yeah. So we have been sending our films to the international film festivals, and luckily, last 2 years, most of the filmmakers are traveling around the world with that film.
With the film? Wow, that's nice. So in a way, you're giving the filmmakers an opportunity from the Culture Distributor LLC.
Yeah.
Can you share some of your achievements? What was your first movie that you guys worked with and send it to the international film festivals?
I'm have a very recent activity as last 2 years ago I have started with the Mother film. The Mother. Ah, I heard about it. I haven't watched it yet. If you see now the poster, there's a lot of laurels and thrones on it, which means like foreign, internationally filmmakers and film juries are appreciating our film and directing and acting, the way the film it shows. Also, that was our first thing we did, and next we went to the Cannes Film Festival.
Cannes Film Festival,
yeah.
Wow.
It was a big dream. Everybody would like to maybe step on Oscar red carpet and Cannes Film Festival. And if you're really into it, it's not just a dream. You can do it, and it has been proven. Last Cannes Film Festival, there was around 10 filmmakers, and just observing and visiting.
Let me ask, 10 Mongolian filmmakers.
That's right.
Went there to participate in the Cannes Film Festival. Did you guys go with your movies?
On that purpose, our team went there, the Producers Network.
Ah, right. So as
there's a lot of in the film festivals maybe people think a lot of people gather there and watch films, but just the outer skin of that, how it looks. But
the surface of it.
Right. Yeah. Inside of there's a professional schools and networking places and markets. People go there and buy and sell films.
Lots of activities happening at the same time.
Yes.
Since we're talking about the film industry, how do we measure the development or the quality of the industry?
As I work for film industry, cinema statistics are easy to get. So I worked on numbers. So I would say now Mongolian film goers have a 1.6 film attendance frequency.
Okay, you have to elaborate on that. 1.6 attendance.
It measures like that. We have only 3 million people, and now we have around 40 screens.
40 screens?
Yeah, 40 screens. That includes 5 cinemas operating. But 1.5 million people live inside of Ulaanbaatar. And comparing to that population, the given screen numbers and how many tickets has been sold yearly is they're crossing by that numbers, that frequency number comes out. But if the live quality is good, maybe South Korea and America, like Switzerland, their average frequency attendance is like 3.5, 4.6, which means every film goers 1.6 times goes in a year period to the cinema.
In a year?
Yeah.
So that's pretty low for Mongolia. Because of the population or because of the number of the cinemas? And we try to measure the capacity of the cinema industry, but the film industry is developing. Now in the cinema industry have maybe around 10 billion tukruk circulation. 10 billion tukruk circulation. That's quite good. Oh, since we just mentioned money, you said the movie Mother went to festivals and got lots of laureates. And because they have laureate, because the movie has been into the festivals, does it make money? I mean, we have to mention the financial side at the same time.
It does not actually not make bigger money like traveling around, but the filmmaker director has a really good opportunity because they have been invited to Russia, Los Angeles, I would say Hollywood, and also Iran. Like who would guess like inviting us out of around the world?
Right.
And they give us offer. Would you like to receive like money or invited to be there? And we choose to go there.
To go there, explore,
Yeah.
you know, have some experience with international people, film people. Right?
And most of the film festivals are not like a commercial thing. It's a very cultural exchange networking thing. So they expect, respect us with the laurels and thrones. And of course, by collecting the laurels, the film rating goes up, and distributors like gives an offer. They ask, would like to have the rights.
Yes.
It was just the start, but later on, the Children of Genghis is really now these days are.
Are you working on that film?
Yeah.
It's the last film you're working on.
Yeah.
Right. When is it coming out? And tell us about because I heard rumors about the movies going to the Oscars.
It is not rumor.
Okay, tell us about it. Well, I heard rumors. And,
Sure. Ulaanbaatar International Film Festival's opening film was The Children of Genghis, and by the time it has been selected to 10 film festivals, it's already, the laurels are there, it's official selection. But at the moment, there is no any award has been given, but the trend is really good. And just recently, the main actress Ang Niem and the producer Angara went to Chinese 13th Children International Film Festival, and also that Oscar thing is true. And there was among with 92 countries, Mongolia officially submitted that film. But it's a good side of it. But on the other side, we need to pay a lot of money to run a campaign. Those 92 countries have to compete with each other, and there must be short list of 9 films.
From 96 goes to 9?
Yes. 9 to 5.
9 to 5. So we are now in the 96 from Mongolia.
No. There was just a 92 films.
92 films.
But 92 films have to pay the service fee of the campaign, running the campaign in America. If you pay that, it's a big amount of money. It's like a presidential election, kind of, I would say.
Yes.
So if you pay that money and American PR company works for us, they make noises, they organize events, they hire some critics, and that's why it comes out on the news and like.
So how do you see the money-making opportunity for to make this campaign possible? Because you know we have to be honest. We need money. We need fundings.
Well, we really worked on it. Now the time is just really we have to move quickly because the Syria and other like newly just first-time submitters are there. They are really strong. They would like to be very ambitious. Angelina Jolie's got like a Cambodian citizenship, came out to Cambodia, made a film and submitted that film as a Cambodian Oscar film.
So we are, in a way, we are competing with Angelina Jolie, the movie. Right, so we need lots of money.
But these achievements are giving us a lot of opportunity. Just after participating in the Chinese Film Festival, we got received the Toronto International Film Festival's invitation from them.
From them? Wow, really nice.
Yeah.
Well, congrats.
Thank you very much.
And not just your luck, it is the Mongolian name Mongolia is coming with the movie along, right?
Yes.
Yes. And my next question is, what do we need in the management field to export Mongolian movies to international market from the management level?
It's a new thing. We're learning, we're developing. First of all, we have to be there and show ourselves who we are and get familiar the international filmmakers that we exist and show ourselves. Then we have to work on the co-production side.
Co-production. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, Mongolia, as I said, it's a very small population. If we had a co-production with the Chinese government, I would say only targeting Inner Mongolian population. There's a 24 Inner Mongolians inside of China.
24 million?
Millions.
Million, right.
Compared,
that's a big market.
yeah, big market. But they have a lot of restrictions.
Yes.
But if we go through an official way, collaborate with them and start the co-production on them, that's a big market. On the Russian side, there's like also Mongolian language using ethnic people live there too.
Right.
We only competing in a small market. We have to expand.
Yes.
Like to our neighbors. That's just the first step. Maybe if we go far, maybe French to other different big national like Indonesia, wherever the big populations is, we have to collaborate and make a co-production with them. That makes expansion to our market.
And also it could be expanded to Russian side as well, the Buryats and Mongolian speaking population is there. Right. And how about from the artist's perspective, what do they need, as the content concerned, what do they need to improve in order to compete in international level? Not compete, to be shown, to export their movies in the international market. What are we lacking?
First of all, infrastructure is really important. The second main, I would say, maybe the most important thing is human resource development skills. If the industry would like to develop, those people the professionals working on that field has to be the real professional. They have to understand the language, what they have been speaking the other side of the professionals. If we want to start a co-production, what if they send us call sheets? What if they have to be asked us, this script has been script doctored by? What does that mean? Like, there's a lot of unknown fields, territories, which we never go. We had a very structural education from the University of Arts and Culture. These days are coming out a lot of professionals, but we don't need actor and actresses anymore. We need the technical side of the people a lot.
Right, and who knows the language, international language, the film language.
Yeah, the film language. And it's easy to communicate and study from them. So it's a film, looks like very nice, but underneath there's a lot of technical development and science-based issues in there. So we have to learn from them a lot.
Right. Well, thank you very much. Unfortunately, we have only 20 minutes, and thank you for very interesting takes and vast information you have provided today to our audience.
Thank you very much. And for the last moment I've given, maybe this interview has been watched by a lot of foreigners, maybe the embassies who are residing in Mongolia. So we need a lot of connections and networks. So the Mongolian films are ready to collaborate with all of you. So please help us to grow.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. And I'm sure Mongolian film industry will be booming internationally very soon because of what you are doing.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. And that's all for today. Thank you for being with us. You're watching Today interview. We will see you on next Tuesday with more news and updates. Have a good one. Bye-bye.